Everyone in this arena has a money stake in one of our famous couples as we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tattletales. Thank you for tuning in. Nice to have you with us. Nice to have all of you, too. All your bright, shiny faces in the banana section, as usual, on the edge of your chairs, ready to go. We have three wonderful celebrity couples today. You're going to meet them now. On my left, winning money for the blue section, Mr. Blank. There he is, Mr. Gene Rayburn and his lovely wife, Helen.
Hello there.
How are you, Helen?
Oh, I'm fine, you dark-eyed devil, you.
Hey, there'll be none of that now.
You don't talk like that when you come out here, or we're in trouble. When I said Mr. Blank, I didn't mean that, you know.
No, I know what you meant.
Yes.
Just keep your hands off my wife, or I'll belt you in the blank.
Absolutely. Thank you for running over here so quickly from Match Game. We appreciate it. It's nice to have you.
It's a pleasure.
We'll
Thank
talk
you.
about that. Winning money today for the banana section, ladies and gentlemen, Nancy Sinatra and her husband, Mr. Hugh Lambert. That banana section, you see how they are?
They go bananas.
Welcome back, both of you. Nancy, how are you, love?
I don't think you're such a dark-eyed devil.
Oh.
I think you're a bit of a dumbing myself. Hi, Bert. I'm fine, thanks.
I don't
How
really
are
care
you?
now. What do you think of that?
No, I'm only
no.
teasing.
Yes.
You know something, Bert? You've been very busy. I'm
Yes.
surprised you have time for this show anymore.
I try to keep busy. Hugh, how are you, okay?
I'm terrific.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. That's what I hear anyway. Winning money today for the red section. First time, ladies and gentlemen, the star of SWAT, Mr. Steve Forrest and his wife, Cris. Welcome to both of you. Your first time with us on Tattletales. It's nice to have you.
Thank you, Bert. It's a pleasure
The show's
to be
going
here.
very well, too, Steve. It looks terrific.
That's what they tell me.
Yes.
That's what they tell me.
Oh, it's terrific. Cris, are you ready to go?
I sure am. Bert.
All right, if you're all ready, I'm all ready, and here comes the voice question, and this is it, worth $150. Ladies, which of the following is more likely to put you in the mood for a romance? A look, a word, a touch. Which of the following is more likely to put you in the mood for romance? A look, a word, or a touch? I'm sorry. Little slip of the tongue there. Go back and think about it, ladies. This is the music. We'll come back in a moment for your answer. Gene, what's Helen going to say to that?
Now, I've got to think about this for 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Well, all
a
right.
look, a word, or a touch, eh?
Yes.
What about a little of all three?
Never mind.
A look, a word, or a touch?
Yes.
Well, I think a look, a word, or a touch.
You're enjoying yourself, aren't you, Gene?
How about two words?
No, maybe one.
Well, then I'm going to say she will say a look.
A look, really?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, that's the one that's more likely to put her in the mood for romance, is a look.
Right.
Let's bring Helen on. Helen, which of those three are more likely to put you in a mood for romance? A look, a word, or a touch?
None of them. A $500 check will put me in the mood.
All right, that's not on my card, though, Helen. If you've got another choice.
Seriously.
Yes.
That's
folks.
seriously, folks.
Seriously, folks. I think a touch.
No,
I like
that's
to be-
not what Gene said.
What did you say?
I said a look. When you look into my beautiful brown eyes.
But I'm blind. I can't see.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
You forgot about that.
Sorry
Sorry,
about that,
Helen.
Helen.
You, what's Nancy going to say?
I think she's going to say a look.
A look. The look of love.
Sort of like
Okay,
that.
let's bring her on. Nancy, what is more likely to turn, or to put you in the mood for romance? I said turn you on, same thing. A look, a word, or a touch?
A touch.
That's not what Hugh said. But that's what Helen
What does
said.
he
Maybe you
know?
two should get together. Hugh, tell
What
Nancy
did he
what you
say?
said.
I said a look.
Well, that's true, too, and a word is true, too. But,
Yes.
But that was a hard question, because all three things really do.
They all kind of go together, don't
Yeah, but the touch
they?
really...
But the touch won. All
We're all
right.
going to get together
I'm
later
sorry.
and touch a lot.
Yeah. Both fellas have said look, both ladies have said touch. Steve's giving you ideas on what to say.
I'm going to say a look.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
You're going to say a look.
Yeah.
Now let's see if
That's what she
all-
keeps telling me.
Let's see if it runs the same way now.
Let's make some side
You want a little
bets.
side bets
Yeah,
on
let's
this, gang?
say side bet.
Because the two guys said look, both ladies said touch. Let's see what Cris says. Cris, which will it be? Which is more apt to put you in the mood for romance? A look, a word, or a touch?
A touch.
Oh, I don't believe it. That's not what he said. Hey, gang.
not what
That's
you
one
said
way
in
to start the ball
Arizona.
rolling. We got 3 dummies up here, folks. Ladies,
No.
listen, nobody got that right, and all 3 guys said a look, and all 3 ladies said a touch.
So
Do
we
you
got
believe?
3 ladies who want to be touched and 3 guys who want to just stand there and watch.
Yeah. That means nobody got this one right. We'll take this $150, put it on to the next question. That'll make it worth $300, and we'll come back and play that second question in just a moment. Okay, here we come. $300 riding on this question because no one got the first one right. And if you're ready, ladies, let's see how you do with this one. There's some more meaning in that. The fact that you 3 guys said look and they all said touch, isn't there? There's a lesson there, fellas. Start grabbing. Ladies, ladies, you've been apartment hunting and you found your dream apartment. You're in the kitchen with the real estate agent about to sign the lease and you see a dear little mousie scurry across the floor. Would you sign the lease anyway? Don't say anything, ladies. You've been apartment hunting and you found your dream apartment. You're in the kitchen with the real estate agent about to sign the lease and you see a dear little mouse scurry across the floor. Would you sign the lease anyway? Think about that one for $300. That's an expensive mouse. We'll see you in a moment. Okay, we'll start with you, Hugh. What's Nancy going to say?
She's gonna say no. She would have the exterminators in before signing the lease.
Yes, but
The answer is no.
She would not sign the lease. Yeah. Has that ever happened to you? Have you ever seen a mouse in a
yeah.
house?
Oh, yeah.
Really? I think they're kind of cute, but I guess... No? Okay, here we go. Let's bring on Nancy. Nancy, what are you going to do? Would you sign the lease anyway after having seen that little mouse scurry across the floor?
Yes.
That's not what Hugh said. No, he said
Good
no.
start.
Well, I would sign it and then make sure that they got rid of the little mouse.
That's right. That's
I mean,
I said just the opposite.
Hugh said that you would make sure they got rid of the exterminators would come first, and then you would sign the lease. Good choice. Could have gone either way. What the hey?
I'm sorry,
Here we go,
lover.
Steve.
That's all right, baby.
Now I'm really gun shy. Go.
Now you don't know what to do now.
After that last one. I knew she knew, but I didn't think she'd have the nerve to say it. I think she'd sign it.
You do,
I do. I think she'd sign the lease. Right.
in spite of the mouse.
In spite of the mouse.
Or make him pay rent, one or the other.
Yes. Yes. Or offer him cheese. No, I think she'd sign.
She'd sign
I think
the lease.
if you're saying it's her dream apartment.
That's right.
Right.
You've been hunting and you found your dream apartment. That's right.
She'd sign it.
She'll sign it.
She'd sign it.
let's
Very
bring her on.
practical girl.
Cris, what would you do? You found your dream apartment. You're in the kitchen, just about to sign the lease. There goes a little mouse across the floor. Would you sign that lease or not?
Yes, I would.
That's what he said. You're right. Knowing how hard it can be to find your dream apartment, you're not going to let a mouse stand in the way,
You
and you have a
bet.
share of that $300 pot. Gene, how about Helen? What's she going to say?
Well, we would fatten up the mouse and have mouse stew.
Yes, at the price of meat today.
Well, let's see now. Now, if you're talking about the all-time dream apartment, you know, a mouse like, you know, we just built a house last year, and in the course of the process, mice got in there. Some mouses got in there, and we had to catch them, you know. And now the problem is solved. And I didn't see, while none of us liked it. I think if you're talking about the dream apartment, she'd say, yes, I'd sign the lease.
Yes, she'd sign the lease.
Sure.
Okay, let's bring her on and find out. Helen, what are you going to do? You've found your dream apartment. You're in the kitchen with the real estate broker. Suddenly, that mouse runs across the floor. You going to sign the lease or no?
I certainly am going to sign the lease.
That's what the man said. Means Cris and Steve and Helen and Gene are right. They split the pot. It's halftime, fellas. Step to the rear, will you please? We'll bring the ladies out here. We'll come back with the second half of Tattletales in just a second. See you then. We have changed places after halftime. I have the ladies with me, the fellas in the back, and Hugh and Nancy have got to play a little catch-up here, but you can do it.
Would you touch me, please? Thank you.
Didn't get a shock.
No, I mean, the looking and touching really threw me.
Oh, yeah, right. Here, I'll do that again if you don't.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. Hello there.
That'll be enough of
Excuse
that.
me.
You're letting me out.
I didn't mean to. It's certainly nice to see you. This is the most fun I've had in a long time.
Now go teach the
You know
dummies.
what? I don't care what the next question is. Sorry. If you're ready, fellas, here we go. This question is worth $150. We're having a wonderful time out here. Do you always let your wife know when you disagree with her? Don't say anything. Do you always let your wife know when you disagree with her? Think about that one, fellas. We'll find out how you feel in a moment. And we'll start with you, Cris.
I would say in no uncertain terms, he does let me know when he disagrees with me.
He does, huh?
Absolutely.
He gives you a big swat, doesn't
With
he?
right.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Sorry. They told me to try and work it in. So.
You're doing swell.
He does let you know.
He sure does.
Let's bring him on. Steve, do you let Cris know when you disagree with her?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Is that right?
Do you do it with a look, a word, or a touch, sir?
Oh, God. How did she miss that one? I would say I do it in quite a few words.
Yes, right. All right.
Yes.
You have a
Yeah.
share of the pot, and that was well done with words, sir. Helen, what's his name? Gene going to say?
Gene. Gene. That's right. No, Gene doesn't let me know when he disagrees with me
Yeah, always it says.
because he's afraid to.
Because he's scared to death
That's
of
right.
you.
Because I'm stronger than he is and got a louder mouth than he has.
So you're going to say, no, he doesn't always let you know when he disagrees with you.
Exactly right.
Let's bring him on. Gene, do you always let Helen know when you disagree with her?
As I'm sure she has told you in great detail, I like to be the long-suffering, silent, taciturn Yugoslav martyr, and I do not speak up.
That's what she said. How about that?
Helen, you're getting to know me so well, I may ask you to marry me one of these days.
Oh, not yet.
No,
Not yet.
Don't
Another
go that
5
far,
years.
Gene. That's the last step, you know, once you do that.
Yeah.
Of course, you know why Helen said that.
No, why?
Because she said you're scared to death of her, you know that? You have a share of the pot. Well done. Nancy, what's you going to say?
I'm torn here, really, because he lets me know, but he thinks he doesn't. Do you know what I'm saying, girls, at all? I mean, he just sort of goes like that, but he doesn't really say anything about it. So I don't know whether to say yes. I mean, I'm trying to think of what he's thinking.
Let me say how it's worded. It may
Okay.
help you.
All
Do
right.
you always let your wife know when you disagree with her? Always is important here, too, so
Well, I hope he remembers that.
I'll read it to him again.
Well, then let's say no, he doesn't.
Okay, let's bring him on and find out. Hugh, do you always let your wife know when you disagree with her?
Yes.
That's not what she said.
We better have a talk.
No, but she said it was
Well,
tough. She
see,
knew it was tough.
He sort of does, but he sort of doesn't.
Sort of does, but he sort of doesn't. Well, he sort of didn't get that one. Which means Cris and Steve and Helen and Gene get it. They split it in half, and we'll come back in a minute with the big question. You come back too. See you in a second. We have some extra time, so we're going to play an extra question. This one's worth $150. Then we'll have the $300 question. So somebody's going to win some more money today. Here we go. Now, don't do that or we'll run out of time. Here we go, fellas. If you saw a bunch of police cars surrounding a building and you found out the police expected a shootout, would you stick around to see the action or hightail it out of there? Don't say anything, fellas. If you saw a bunch of police cars surrounding a building and you found out the police expected a shootout, would you stick around to see the action or hightail it out of there? Think it over, fellas. We'll come back and find out in a moment. This is for $150. We'll start with you, Helen.
He'd run so fast. It's a coward.
We're finding out a lot about Gene Rayburn today, aren't we, gang? He'd run like the Dickens.
Oh, you bet.
Yes, he's a devout coward.
Devout.
Let's bring him on. Gene, what would you do? The police are surrounding the building. A shootout is imminent. Are you going to stick around, or are you going to run like the Dickens?
Well, being a man of great courage, I would get my blank out of there as quick as I could.
That's what she said. You're right. You're absolutely right, sir, and you've got a share of the pot for your blank.
Nice.
Thank you.
Okay.
Nancy, how about Hugh? What's he going to do?
Not only would he stay there, but he'd get his blank right in the middle of it.
He would?
Yeah.
He would, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, has it ever happened to him? I mean, he gets involved?
I don't know.
He's a...
What do I know? I'm not even married to the man. What do I...
You mean this answer is based on nothing but whim? Let's bring him on. Hugh, what are you going to do? You going to stick around for the shootout, or are you going to run like the Dickens?
I'm gonna get out of there.
Sorry about that, Hugh. Hey, one thing, Hugh, when you're hot, you know? I mean, you are batting 1,000 today.
It's gotta be a record.
Okay, moving right along,
I
folks.
don't want them to think we're doing this on purpose. We're really trying.
No, that's what makes it so crazy. They're really trying. Cris, how about Steve? What's he gonna do? Now, here's a man who shoots guns all day for a living.
Well, I think a few weeks ago I would have answered this question a little differently.
Yes.
But now I think he would stick around.
You think he'd stick around because now he knows what to do and he's an
No,
expert.
now he wants to see how it'll go if it
How it's
shapes up
done.
like the show.
Right. See if they, oh, that's not the way to do it and so forth. Let's
That's
bring him
right.
on. Steve, there you are. The building is surrounded by police. There's a shootout. It's coming up. You can feel it in the air. What are you going to do? Are you going to stick around, or are you going to get out of there?
Are you asking this question of Hondo Harrelson or of me?
No, I'm asking the question of you, sir.
And does it mean I'm alone?
That's not on my card. I would
It's
say
not
you
on
were-
your card.
Yeah, you don't have
It's
your
very
gang
important.
with you. No.
If I were alone, I'd stay.
That's what the lady said. You all right? Cris and Steve, Helen and Gene are both right,
Are we making
too. Okay.
money?
All right, here
How
you go,
about that?
fellas. Since we have some extra time, this question is worth $300, and here we go. Fellas, which of the two of you is more apt to talk too much? Don't say anything. Which of the two of you is more apt to talk too much? Think about that one, gentlemen. We'll come back in a moment. Nancy's giving the thumbs up signal, gang. Let's see if she can get on the boards with this one. What is the answer, Nancy?
Me?
You? You are apt to talk a little too much, you think?
Always.
Always.
Yes, I have what is known as foot and mouth
I
disease.
see. Let's bring on Hugh, see if he agrees with you. Here we go. Hugh,
Yes.
which one of the two of you is more apt to talk too much?
Nancy is.
That's right! Hey! Congratulations. Congratulations.
That's one.
Wonderful. I cannot tell you how terrific that is of you.
I feel so
Finally
much
some
better.
money, so. Calls for a celebration, I think. I think it calls for a celebration. You have a share of the pot, sir. And now if everybody else gets it wrong, you'll be tied. So you've done just beautifully. There you are. Cris, what's Steve going to say?
Without a doubt, my beautiful husband would talk more than I would.
Really?
He would indeed.
Okay, let's bring let's bring Steve on then. Steve, between you and Cris, which one of you is more apt to talk too
That
much?
question is so easy it is ridiculous.
Yes, of course.
Me.
That's it! You're right. Okay, you are right. Now, Helen, we've got a tie here, so what's going to happen? What's Gene going to say?
Are you kidding? You know who talks too much? Me.
No.
Yeah.
You think so?
Absolutely.
You think that's what he'll say, though?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
All right, now here's the situation. Everybody's got this one right. If you get this one right, looks like we're heading for a tie. Let's see if Gene can hold his own. Gene,
Yes,
the blue
listen,
section is
before-
counting on you, sir.
Hold on just a second.
Oh,
Did he spoil his record and get one right?
yes,
Oh, he did.
he did.
Okay.
Hugh got it right,
Oh,
so
right.
he broke the record.
Okay.
Now, the other two guys have got this one right. What are you going to do with it? Who's more apt to talk too much between you and Helen?
I'm the strong, silent type, sir.
Yes.
And I'd say, I just talk my head off every chance I get.
That's not it. I'm sorry, Gene. That's not what the lady said.
Oh,
She said that she talked a lot, which means Nancy and you, Cris and Steve, split the $300 pot. Hey, time is up. There's a signal. The red section has won it today. We'll come back in a moment, find out how much the red section has won after this message for you. Come on back. See you in a minute. The red section with the rookies, Cris and Steve Forrest, $450. We add 1,000 in total, $1,450 for the red section. Sure, you got 300. You know, Cris and Steve, you can't believe how often that happens. The first time on the show, people win. I don't know what it is.
Thanks a lot.
But listen, everybody
I
wants...
outsmarted myself completely. I knew she knew it was a touch on the first one, but I didn't think she'd have the nerve to say it was
Well,
a
she
touch.
did have the nerve to say it. You were all terrific today. You all had a lot of nerve, and we'll have some nerve, too. I hope and come back and see you next time on Tattletales. You come back, too. Goodbye, everybody.
This is Gene Wood speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
Oh, it's fun, isn't it?
And who subscribes to it?
Go on, push the button.
Think of the fun you could have on the tube.
The tube?
YouTube. Tube.
TV tubes.
That's a lot of fun, isn't it?
It's going to be a lot more fun
If you keep going the way you're going.
Go on, push the button.
Please subscribe.
I hope they're watching.